Welcome back, it's 9, and today we are talking about the PS5 shell pictures leaking online, a rumor regarding Spider-Man Miles Morales, the PS5 predicted to ship 150 million units in 5 years, and lastly we'll be talking about Project Athia. But before we get into that, if you haven't subscribed already, please hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell to get notified about all my upcoming videos, and hit the like button, that helps the channel a ton. Now let's get right into it, starting with these PS5 shell pictures. So this comes from pushsquare.com, titled PS5 Shell Pictures Leak Showing Outer White Casing in the Wild. A trio of PlayStation 5 images have surfaced online through Chinese forum A9VG, supposedly showing the console's outer casing before it's fixed to the system. Based on the placement of the notches and just the way it looks like that it'll be very easy to replace them. This goes back to what Sony was saying before, talking about how the PlayStation 5 will have wider customization options. And I had talked about this in a previous video, saying that those sides likely would be interchangeable. And now it almost looks like that has been confirmed. Obviously, it's not official from Sony at the moment, but it does look promising, and I will have pictures up on screen for you guys to see. And this is something that I think is very important for the PlayStation 5 to have. A lot of times we see these special editions that come out, and yeah, it's great to get these special editions. It feels cool to have a unique console, but to allow us to just keep our same consoles and interchange those parts would be really cool. I think I personally would indulge in probably having different colors. I don't know if I'd go with different designs, but overall, different colors would look great on this console. A lot of people talk about having a all-black PlayStation 5. And if this is a way that we can do that, I more than welcome it. But on to our next topic. This comes from PSU.com, titled Spider-Man Miles Morales on PS5 comes with a remaster of PS4 Spider-Man. According to a post on Reddit, the new Game Informer magazine reportedly features a line which says, Miles Morales isn't a traditional sequel since it comes with a remastered version of Insomniac's Spider-Man that takes full advantage of the PS5 hardware. So this is an image specifically from Reddit, and I'll have that on screen for you guys. Obviously, take all these rumors with a grain of salt. We don't know for sure that these are confirmed things, so we don't want to get our hopes up too high, but, you know, usually with something like this, I find it to be believable, especially because they demoed the speed of the SSD with Spider-Man, so it wouldn't be too far-fetched to see that, but overall, I would still take it with a grain of salt. On to our next topic. We're talking about an article that comes from PSU.com titled PS5 predicted to ship over 120 million units in 5 years. As reported by Digitimes, it is expected that the life cycle for home consoles may be reduced from 6 to 7 years to 5 years, with PS5 shipments expected to hit anywhere between 120 to 170 million during the next 5 years. This is compared to 110 million shipments achieved by the PS4 after its launch in November 2013. So I find this report to be believable. I think that 120 million units in 5 years is achievable. Last video we talked about the popularity of the PS5 and how many views it garnered and all the attention it garnered. And of course, with the success of the PlayStation 4, I don't see it being too far-fetched to see the PS5 get off to a huge boost. Obviously, this is depending on, number one, how many units are going to be available in the wild, and number two, the cost of these units. If they're not too expensive, I feel like they will fly off shelves. And I feel like even if the price is within reason, and even if it is on the higher end of the spectrum, that people are still going to likely go out and purchase these consoles. I don't expect that these consoles are going to remain on shelves. These are going to sell out day one, and I feel like it's going to take a long time for them to remain on shelves. And obviously, this will still be dependent on price. If it's an affordable price, considering what's going on around the world, then yeah, these units will fly off the shelves, especially with the success of the PS4. And it's obvious that this console has garnered a lot of attention. A lot of people want this console, and you don't need to look too far to find that out. I mean, if you look at comment sections of any gaming video, I can guarantee you people are talking about the PS5. This is a huge product, and I think it's going to do really well, and I wouldn't be surprised if it breaks 120 million units in 5 years. I think that is definitely achievable, especially with how much gaming has grown and how much people have dived into gaming after everything that's been happening around the world. So this isn't a far-fetched prediction. I think that it's very likely that this could come true. This comes from PSU.com titled Project Athia will be an open-world game according to Square Enix. And this was found by Gematsu. The news was revealed in the latest weekly Tokyo Keizai Plus, where the president of Square Enix said, the game Project Athia which we will release for PS5, is an open-world style game in which users can freely roam around the game world. PS5 dramatically improves video technology, such as with the implementation of light reflecting ray tracing technology. Compared to what you see on PC, it is nearly identical. By utilizing these special traits, we are able to create incredibly precise imagery. We still plan on developing well-balanced games tailored to a platform's traits, including smartphone and cloud-based games, but we will never stop developing for high-end platforms such as PS5 because these things are packed with the best technology. And of course, I am a huge Square Enix fan. Obviously, some of the games are better than others, to put it nicely, but Project Athia is one of those games that I'm very excited for. It comes from a team that's very talented that worked on Final Fantasy 15. Even considering all the hell that game went through, it turned out pretty decently, and I have a lot of faith in this project. I think that we are going to be impressed with just what it has to offer. Based on the trailer they've given us, it looks graphically impressive, it looks interesting, the world looks impressive, everything about it speaks to me, and I feel like this is a game that I personally will enjoy. This is also Square Enix doubling down and saying that they would never stop producing games for the PlayStation 5 because of the technology that's in there, and they always want to go for that high quality gaming content, right? Yes, cloud gaming, mobile gaming is a market that they make a lot of money on, but PS5 will definitely always, I believe, be a market that they're interested in, and it shows when you see the success of Final Fantasy VII Remake, of Dragon Quest, of really any game that they've ever touched on a JRPG scale usually does really well. And even their games like Tomb Raider, which again are very good games and definitely show off what the technology it's on has to offer. So this is a huge title for me, and I imagine there's a lot of you out there who are very excited for this game as well. But now I'm going to pass this on to you guys. I'm going to ask you, what do you think of the PS5 shell leak? Do you think those are going to be interchangeable? What do you think of Spider-Man Miles Morales coming with Spider-Man PS4? Day one included with the game? What do you think of the prediction of 120 million units in 5 years shipping for the PS5? And lastly, what do you think of Project Athia? Is this a game that you're interested in? Let me know in the comments. As always, if you haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell to get notified about all my upcoming videos, hit that like button, follow me on Twitter, link will be in the description, share this video with a friend, and I will talk to you guys on the next one. Take care.